here. And I just want to drop in and make a quick video about some easy 5-pound weight exercises. 5 pounds seem to be the most prevalent, maybe 2.5 pounds weights that you can find at Walmart, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. They're also easy to ship. You can probably find them in stock through Gaiam or various other retailers. Now, the 5-pound weights aren't much if you've been lifting a lot of weight previously, but they add up. You'll have to increase the amount of repetitions that you do, and you'll have to increase the amount of sets perhaps, but they're still a valuable tool. You'll still get work done, and you'll still work your skeletal muscle. Now, always, every single time, even with the 5-pound weights, warm up. Go through your various warm-up exercises, go through the different mobility exercises we've worked on in videos past, stretch out, limber up. Even with 5 pounds, you still want to respect the weight. Even if it's so light that you think, I couldn't possibly hurt myself, when we get overly confident, that's when injury strikes. All right, after our warm-up, I like to do bicep exercises here for tempo. So I'll practice tension over time moving slow. So when my bicep curls, I'll shrug my shoulders, I'll lift my chest, I'll kind of squeeze in my trap muscles. That way I can fully isolate the bicep and get the most out of my 5-pound weights. I can always do hammer curls right here. I can always do Arnold press. This is a particularly difficult exercise, and with 5 pounds you might feel lucky. You might feel special that you don't have to have the pressure of the group fitness class making you grab 8s, 12s, or 15s. Now this is such a great exercise because we're working rotator cuff, so I got posterior shoulder, anterior shoulder, I'm working forearm, wrist, and then even some of that spinal column right there with the muscles that attach both to the shoulder blade and the spine. So the Arnold press is a particularly effective exercise. You get a lot done. It also involves a curl. So if I want to do the full exercise, the full Arnold press, I'll curl up, I'll press out, I'll push up, I'll come back through center, down, and I'll work slow and in control. And I have a full routine right there. So that's several exercises compounded into one, and it will maximize your effort spent in the shortest amount of time. You don't have to do individual sets. What if we did 3 sets of 10 of the Arnold press? That's a great upper body exercise. It's going to work the whole pectoral girdle. It's going to work the rear shoulders, and it's going to work some of those finer muscles that attach to the back of the skull, neck, and shoulder blade. So after I've done hammer curls or Arnold press or bicep curls, I could work into some shoulder exercises. Now, I don't do shoulder after shoulder after shoulder. I take a break. So I might just do this another day. So this one right here, I've got my elbows pinched into the lowest rib. I'm inhale as I'm pinching my shoulder blades together. And I'll exhale, back through center, inhale out. Exhale. Now you'll see there's a slight upward inflection before where the weight is compared to the angle of my elbow. I don't want to be too low. I want to be just high enough, just above that 90 degrees, so that I'm really focusing on the shoulder and I'm not working the elbow bicep musculature as much. Little bit, just from a different fundamental place. Now we've seen the shoulder press. We could check out bent over rows, or we could check out tricep extensions, and that'll be enough for today. So with the bent over rows, we could always come back to legs, but with 5 pounds, all you would be doing would be replicating some of those body weight exercises we've talked about in videos past, ones I've done with the kettlebells or the heavy ball. But with the 5-pound weights, they may just be a little bit of extra. You could always stick with your body weight exercises. So with our bent over rows, I can be palms up, palms facing each other, palms down. So this is our classic bent over row. I call this a mid row right here, and this is a flip grip in my lexicon. That's my terminology there. So with our bent over row position, doesn't have to be a lot, but it is bent over. Don't cheat yourself. This is a great way you can activate the hamstrings, and it's the exact reason why I went straight to the bent row instead of bringing back the squat deadlift, or lunge. So you're functionally in a lift position. Boom, I've activated my hamstrings, my calves are nice and tight, got my knees unlocked so that I'm not overstressing the joint. So here, pulling my shoulders back, I'm starting to get into the lower back, and you can see how this is quite the functional exercise. So as I pull in, I might just come up with a brand new exercise plan of doing some flip grip rows, and I might skip the bicep and just do some top heavy Arnold press. So as you can tell, right here, I've come up with a full body routine. And that's probably the best way for you to start your practice with the 5-pound weights. Again, the most readily available of all fitness equipment that's out there for you. And if I had to come up with one more, I would either do overhead tricep extensions or tricep kickbacks. So the overhead tricep extension, I get my elbows up to 90, and I extend like a hammer, 90, hammer, 90, hammer. Same goes with my bent over position. I work the weight from 90, back, 90, back, maybe not quite 90, back, because the triceps actually don't do the full range of motion for the elbow extension. There's a tiny little muscle that gets it going those first 10 degrees. So it doesn't have to be this perfect mechanics 90. It's actually just before 90. All right, so those are our 5-pound weights. Stay tuned for more content coming soon. Thank you to all of you who have tuned in so far. Have a wonderful day.